शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मच्छ्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रीनाथादिगुरुत्रयं गणपतिं पीठत्रयं भैरवं सिद्धौघं वटुकत्रयं पदयुगं दूतीक्रमं मण्डलम् वीराद्यष्टचतुष्कषष्टिनवकं वीरावळी पञ्चकं श्रीमन्मालिनी मन्त्रराजसहितं वन्दे गुरोर्मण्डलम्। श्रीविमर्शानन्दनाथं सत्याम्बासहितं गुरुं हृत्पद्मकर्णिका मध्ये भावयेत् सर्वसिद्धये। श्रीभासुरानन्दनाथाय नमः। श्रीभास्करराय गुरुमण्डलाय नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्।
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. Namaste. Welcome to the second day of this week's sadhana on Soundaryalahari. Today's session we will cover 23rd and 24th shloka. So let's now begin with learning to chant the 23rd shloka.
tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
vapuraparitṛptena manasā
vapuraparitṛptena manasā vapuraparitṛptena manasā
tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
vapuraparitṛptena manasā
vapuraparitṛptena manasā vapuraparitṛptena manasā
tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ
vapuraparitṛptena manasā
vapuraparitṛptena manasā vapuraparitṛptena manasā
tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ vapuraparitṛptena manasā
Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ vapuraparitṛptena manasā Tvayā hṛtvā vāmaṃ vapuraparitṛptena manasā
śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoः
śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoः śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoः
अपरमपि śaṅke hṛtamabhūt
अपरमपि śaṅke hṛtamabhūt अपरमपि śaṅke hṛtamabhūt
śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoraparamapi śaṅke hṛtamabhūt
śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoraparamapi śaṅke hṛtamabhūt śarīrārdhaṃ śambhoraparamapi śaṅke hṛtamabhūt
yadetattvadrūpaṃ
yadetattvadrūpaṃ yadetattvadrūpaṃ
sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ
sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ
yadetattvadrūpaṃ sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ
yadetattvadrūpaṃ sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ yadetattvadrūpaṃ sakalamaruṇābhaṃ trinayanaṃ
kucābhyāmānamraṃ
kucābhyāmānamraṃ kucābhyāmānamraṃ
kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam
kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam
kucābhyāmānamraṃ kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam
kucābhyāmānamraṃ kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam kucābhyāmānamraṃ kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam. We will now recite all the 4 lines of the 23rd shloka. त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्. Once again, त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्. So we will now listen to Priya, Paramesh, Mahinta and Karthik and learn the same verse, 23rd verse in Arabi Ragam.
त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा
त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा
शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत्
शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत्
त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत्
त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत् त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के हृतमभूत्
यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं
यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनम्
कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्
कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्
यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्
यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्
त्वया हृत्वा वामम् वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धम् शम्भोरपरमपि śaṅके hṛtamabhūt यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् त्वया हृत्वा वामम् वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धम् शम्भोरपरमपि śaṅके hṛtamabhūt यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्
त्वया हृत्वा वामम् वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धम् शम्भोरपरमपि śaṅके hṛtamabhūt यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम् त्वया हृत्वा वामम् वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धम् शम्भोरपरमपि śaṅके hṛtamabhūt यदेतत्त्वद्रूपम् सकलमरुणाभम् त्रिनयनम् कुचाभ्यामानम्रम् कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटम्.
So now let's see the meanings of the words in this shloka. Yat, for whatever reason, etad tvadrūpaṃ, this form of yours, for whatever reason, this form of yours, sakalamaruṇābhaṃ, is fully red in color. Trinayanam, it is three-eyed. Kucābhyāmānamraṃ, chest is bent forward with two breasts. Kuṭilaśaśicūḍālamakuṭam, and it has a shirobhūshana or jewel on the head of a bent shashi or chandra. So he says, for whatever reason, this form of yours is fully red in color, it is three-eyed, and the chest is bent forward with two breasts, and it has a shirobhūshana on the head of a bent shashi or chandra. Tat, for that very reason, Shambhoho, Shiva's vāmaṃ vapuhu, left side of the body, for that very reason, Shiva's left side of the body, hṛtvā, that you snatched. But अपरितृप्तेन manasā. But you were not that satisfied taking over just the left side of Shiva's body. Aparam śarīrārdhaṃ api. So you took the right side of the body also. hṛtamabhūt. Aparam śarīrārdhaṃ api hṛtamabhūt. You seized the right side of the body also. Iti śaṅke. I doubt. Devi's color is red. This we have seen in our earlier classes from last week. Bhagavatpada describes the experience of seeing a form of Ardhanarishwara right after one gets the Sayujya Padavi of Devi. He says, Hey Devi, you first occupied the left side of your husband Shiva's body. This way, we should see only one half in the female form and the other in the male form. But I feel you were not satisfied with just occupying one half, since you have taken over Shiva's other side of the body as well and transformed that side also to your red color, because I see this form has 3 eyes, it's fully red in color, slightly bent forward with 2 breasts, and with the moon as a jewel on the forehead.
The popular Vedic mantra from Mahanarayana Upanishad, which is part of the Yajurveda Sandhya Vandanam. Ritagum Satyam Parabrahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishvarupāya Vai Namo Namaha describes the Ardhanarishwara Swarupa of Devi. It is a great coincidence that we are able to meditate on the Shiva Shakti Swarupa on this Mahashivaratri day. Also, this mantra has a deep meaning for those adept on the practice of Ashtanga Yoga, as it describes a specific yoga sadhana.
Through this shloka, Bhagavatpada is indicating that when Shiva and Shakti unite, the entire form is dominated by Shakti and Shiva is absorbed into her. This only means that if we do Aradhana of Devi, it very well means it's an Aradhana for Shiva as well. Shiva Tattva has been dissolved into the Shakti Tattva. In the previous verse, we talked about the Sayujya Padavi. Becoming one with the Devata gives the sadhaka the Sayujya Padavi. Here, by dissolving Shiva into herself and appearing with her own features, it looks like Devi did this to give Shiva the Sayujya Padavi. So Shiva gets the oneness with Shakti. Today being the auspicious Shivaratri day, this shloka gives us an indication that even if you do puja for Shakti on the Shivaratri, it will only mean that you are doing puja for Shiva, as the Shiva Tattva is fully absorbed into the Shakti Tattva. So what a great coincidence that we are able to meditate on the Shiva Shakti Swarupa on this auspicious Shivaratri day. Now let's proceed to the 24th shloka and learn to chant verse number 24.
Jagatsūte dhātā
Jagatsūte dhātā, Jagatsūte dhātā,
hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate.
hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate, hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate.
Jagatsūte dhātā hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate.
Jagatsūte dhātā, hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate. Jagatsūte dhātā, hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate.
So rudraḥ kṣapayate. So you should not say rudraḥ kṣapayate. We should say rudraḥ kṣapayate. Tiraskurvannetat.
Tiraskurvannetat. Tiraskurvannetat.
Svamapi vapurīśastirayati.
Svamapi vapurīśastirayati. Svamapi vapurīśastirayati.
Tiraskurvannetat.
Tiraskurvannetat. Tiraskurvannetat.
Svamapi vapurīśastirayati.
Svamapi vapurīśastirayati. Svamapi vapurīśastirayati.
tiraskurvannetattvamapi vapurīśastirayati.
tiraskurvannetattvamapi vapurīśastirayati. tiraskurvannetattvamapi vapurīśastirayati.
sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ.
sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ. sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ.
tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva.
tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva. tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva.
sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva.
sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva. sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva.
So tadidam and anugṛhṇāti will combine as tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva. stavājñāmālambya.
stavājñāmālambya. stavājñāmālambya.
kṣaṇacalitayoḥ bhrūlatikayoḥ.
kṣaṇacalitayoḥ bhrūlatikayoḥ. kṣaṇacalitayoḥ bhrūlatikayoḥ.
We will combine kṣaṇacalitayoḥ and bhrūlatikayoḥ as kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. stavājñāmālambya.
stavājñāmālambya. stavājñāmālambya.
kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ.
kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ.
stavājñāmālambya kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ.
stavājñāmālambya kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. stavājñāmālambya kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. So we will now recite all the 4 lines of the 24th verse.
jagatsūte dhātā hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati. sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva. stavājñāmālambya kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ.
jagatsūte dhātā hariravati rudraḥ kṣapayate. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati. sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca śiva. stavājñāmālambya kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. We will now learn to recite 24th verse in Arabi Ragam from Priya, Paramesh, Mahinda and Kartik.
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते. जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते.
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते. जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते.
tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati.
tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati.
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati. जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते. tiraskurvannetatsvamapi vapurīśastirayati.
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीशस्तिरयति जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीशस्तिरयति
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवः
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवः
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवः सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवः
तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य
क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीśastirayati सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीśastirayati
सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य
क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः
जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीśastirayati सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रः क्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीśastirayati सदापूर्वः सर्वं तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिवस्तवाज्ञाम् आलम्ब्य षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयोः.
Let's look at the 24th shloka's brief meaning. Dhātā means Brahma. Jagatsūte means he creates the world. That is, Brahma creates the world. Hariravati, it is Harihi Avati. That is, Hari, Vishnu, he protects this world. Rudraḥ kṣapayate. Rudra, kṣapayate, destroys. Tiraskurvannetatsvamapi should be read as yetat tiraskurvan. That is, meaning Ishvara conceals Brahma, Hari and Rudra into himself. So we know Lalita Mahatripura Sundari sits on a plank of Sadashiva which has 4 legs: Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra and Ishvara. So out of these 4, Ishvara conceals first Brahma, Hari, Vishnu and Rudra into himself, and vapurīśastirayati tirayati. Then he conceals himself also. So Ishvara first conceals Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, and then he conceals himself also. Stavājñāmālambya. And now Sadashiva takes orders from you. He is now taking orders from you. kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. Bhrūlatikayoḥ means the eyebrows, the creeper-like eyebrows. kṣaṇacalitayorbhrūlatikayoḥ. The creeper-like eyebrow movement from Devi gives orders to Sadashiva. sadāpūrvaḥ sarvaṃ tadidamanugṛhṇāti ca. That is, at that point, Shiva or Sadashiva blesses Brahma, Hari, Rudra and Ishvara to resume their activities again. That is, Acharya says, Brahma creates, Vishnu protects and Rudra destroys this universe at the Pralaya Kala, and then Ishvara absorbs Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra into himself. So who is left now is Devi, Sadashiva and Ishvara alone. At the time of Pralaya, the rest of all have been dissolved, and what is remaining is Ishvara, Sadashiva and Shakti. Then Ishvara conceals himself also. So now in this verse, the supremacy of Mahatripura Sundari as the supreme power is stressed again. When the cycle of creation is ready to start, just looking at Sadashiva causes her creeper-like eyebrows to move, which is taken as an order by Sadashiva to direct Ishvara to restart the creation process by assigning duties to Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra. Ishvara, to fulfill Devi's order to Sadashiva, directs them to start their work of creation, sustenance and destruction. This new creation process happens at the end of the Chatur Yugas, that is, at the end of Kali Yuga. We see the same theme of this shloka in Lalita Sahasranama. Srishtikartri Brahmarupa Goptri Govindarupini Samharini Rudrarupa Tirodhanakarishwari Sadashivanugrahada Panchakritya Parayana. So Devi is expert, Parayana, in performing the 5 acts of creation, sustenance, destruction, concealment, and then in the end, blessing the creation with a new life cycle.
Maya with predominant Rajoguna is Brahma, with predominant Sattva Guna is Vishnu, and predominant Tamoguna is Rudra. Ishvara has all the 3 gunas in equal proportion. This Ishvara Tattva is Shiva, and when in union with Shakti, referred to as Sada, becomes Sadashiva Tattva. Above the Sadashiva Tattva is the Shakti Tattva, which is Brahmaswarupini Shakti, the main character or the person with lead role in this Soundaryalahari. From a hierarchy of power, Shakti Tattva is at the highest level, and below Shakti Tattva is the Sadashiva Tattva, and below Sadashiva Tattva we have Ishvara Tattva. Under Ishvara Tattva are the Devatas, Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra. The main message of this verse is puja done to Devi gives the benefit of doing pujas to all other Devatas. Also, Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra cannot start their activities without getting order from Shakti. Also, this order need not be verbal order. Just a look is sufficient for other gods to act. In the present times also, we have seen husbands swing into action just with the movement of their wife's eyes.
With this, we conclude today's session. We just learned 23rd and 24th shloka of Soundaryalahari. May Devi and Guru Mandala continue to bless us as we proceed, as we make a progress in learning these verses. We will see you all tomorrow again at the same time. Please join us. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha.